Afah and welcome to this video guide for completing Akh Afah Amphitheatre hard in Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn. My name is TSDS, and in this video you'll learn how to keep your cool when you face Shiva. Oh, and don't worry, it's a lot easier to ice this boss than to pronounce that trial name, so let's get on with it. At the start, your main tank will grab the boss and turn her away from the group. If you're not tanking and can help it, try and make sure you're never in front of the boss, or you can end up eating an ice brand lolly. The best way to cover this encounter is to simply go over each mechanic you'll face, so let's start with the easiest one. Throughout the fight, Shiva will cast Icicle Impact by placing 5 AoE zones in an X shape on the floor. These areas are quite large, but as you can see, there are spaces you can move to avoid damage. She'll also cast Heavenly Strike, an AoE that'll knock you back a short distance if you're hit by an ice pillar, but this doesn't do much damage and isn't that important in hard mode. This next mechanic is one of the few things really worth paying attention to, so listen up. Over the course of the fight, Shiva will float up a short distance and change weapons. In hard mode, you're really only going to see the staff and the sword, but it's a frostbite in the ass if people mess up here. Directly after swapping a weapon, she will cast a move specific to the new weapon. For an ice primal, she's really got no chill. She will always start with the staff first and alternate between it and the sword from then on, which makes it easier to remember what's coming next. When she gets her staff out, she will cast Hailstorm on 4 players. This is signified by a big floating crystal above the player's head and a sizable AoE zone around them. If you are targeted, move away from your group and away from the other targeted players. When the attack ends, anyone caught in one will take a hit for every AoE zone they're in. If you don't spread out, this move can kill any medium to low HP players. Staff done, onto the sword. This is the reason why you should not stand in front of the boss. After swapping to the sword, she will use Ice Brand on her current target. This is basically a very hard-hitting cleave attack. In extreme mode, the damage of this move is split over the people who get hit, but in hard mode, trying to do this will just wipe you. Tanks can eat these pretty easily on their own, so just leave them to it. Before long, Shiva will glide to the centre of the room and summon 4 adds. The tanks should pick them up, and while it's not really important who does this, the off-tank should, quote-unquote, be the one. The DPS needs to switch immediately and kill them. You're somewhat timed to down them all before Shiva casts Diamond Dust trying to wipe you. Just swap, kill them, and everything will be cool. Shiva will glide around the room and deep freeze the group. Once you're frozen, she'll cast Diamond Dust like a boss. If you're worried, you can't move, so just let it go. Let it go. If you've killed all the adds, you'll be fine. After she casts this, questionably great music will start and you'll enter the second phase. Here, you'll encounter everything you've seen before, along with 2 new moves. The first one we'll cover is a variation of the Icicle Impact move you've seen already. If you remember Titan's bombs, they work in a similar fashion. What happens is that AoE zones will circle the outer edges of the room with one in the middle to finish it off. The only way to avoid this is to look for the zones that this attack started with, wait for them to go off, and then quickly move into the now safe area. The only other mechanic is one you'll likely not see if the group DPS is decent. Shiva will place a thin ice debuff on players for a short time that'll cause you to slide a fair distance in any direction you attempt to move in. If you end up touching the edges of the floor that are glowing with ice, you'll freeze solid, requiring your team members to break you out. The things I do for footage. Sorry team. And that's the fight. It's quite easy, so don't worry too much. For healers, you'll likely make good use of your AoE heals though if your group is a bit slow at reacting. If you enjoyed the guide, then let me know, and if there are any other encounters or perspectives you would like to see, check out my channel or feel free to ask me to create one. Thank you for watching, and stay frosty out there.